There we go.
Ah!
Recording.
It's recording. Right.
No, we're just gonna wait for Rushaan to come back, and I'm not editing this at all.
No, you're not.
And you started recording, eh? Nice. Good
Yeah,
job.
yeah. I'm not
Yay,
editing
he
this.
did.
I'm not editing this.
All right.
All right. Are we...
Yeah, I'm good to go at least. Are you as well?
I love how immediately he joins the server and just promotes. Like, that's amazing. All right. So we're gonna get started. We could just talk about whatever. This is literally out of nowhere. So.
What should we talk about first?
Maybe
don't know.
Introduce us.
Yeah.
I'm just a baby.
Yeah. I'm not gonna introduce you two. You're just gonna be strangers on this podcast. All right.
Oh, great. Hello, I'm Stranger number 2, and that's Stranger number 1.
All right. Let's get this podcast going. All right. All right. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Mm.
Hey guys, you want a story? I'll give you a story and a ninja story. Welcome back to the ninja story. If you're a female, sorry that I called you a guy. Welcome to my channel and welcome to episode 2 of the Hi I Exist podcast, the only podcast where you won't have to worry about the politics outside. I am Ninja, and today we have 2 guests with us. If you watch Debattlers, you already know these 2, but I decided to put them on for a podcast because that was one of the funniest videos I've ever made. So we have RushaanSBSP.
Hello.
And we have GhriaDaGreenFox.
Hello.
They're back. If you guys don't know, we did the Battlers. It was insanity. And so I decided, you know what? I didn't have enough insanity. So let's just put these 2 on a podcast and just see how it goes.
Not enough insanity. That entire 45 minutes was the most insane I've ever had at 6 a.m.
That's 6 a.m. Okay, so Rushaan, if you just want to reintroduce yourself to my very minimal audience.
Well, my name's Rushaan, and I own a YouTube channel called RushaanSBSP. I've collaborated with Ninja multiple times, and
mainly on his channel.
Yeah, mainly on his channel. But I'm starting to appear on your channel now. This channel you're watching right now. And yeah, I'm glad to be here.
Yep, and then Ghria, if you somehow want to introduce yourself.
How should I introduce myself? I don't own a YouTube channel. I post crap on Twitter. What the hell? I'm good friends with Phantom Strider. That's all I can say. That's all I can be credited for.
That's your only credit. You are executive producer of Phantom Strider's channel. Okay, so I really didn't.
Discord server.
I'm on his Discord server. So I didn't really have anything planned for this podcast. So we might just talk about the insanity of the Battlers. We might talk about cartoons, movies, Corona.
Right. No. You'll get demonetized otherwise, even though you've already said the word and you don't want to edit this video. Yeah! Teach
Rushaan about Faulty Towers.
Yes, I need to teach you about Faulty Towers.
I don't know about that.
Oh, come on, it's a classic.
It's a TV show. We're just going to do another episode of Debattlers right here, right now. No, we're not. Okay, so I guess the first topic that we can talk about was how did you guys actually like the Battlers?
How about I actually like it?
Yeah, like what was the experience like? How would you rate it from 1 to 10? Like,
it was a 10, not like hands down the best experience I've ever had in my life.
Okay, cool. Rushaan, you're probably gonna go more in depth.
Yeah, it was a pretty fun experience. I actually really liked the premise. I think it was a really good series, and I think you should continue it. It was pretty bad because I'm not that great at arguing and kind of proving my point, but somehow, in some way, I actually decided to join. And I don't want to spoil the ending, but yeah. So it was a fun experience. It was a fun experience.
It came out a month ago. You can spoil it.
Well,
If people weren't gonna watch it, they're not gonna watch it.
I won. Surprisingly, I don't know how. It's not like I had an advantage or anything.
Yeah, it's
but,
not like you. You definitely had the most fairest. You had the most fair.
I argued my points well. That's what I can say.
Yeah. Rushaan definitely had a fair win in that one.
Yeah, totally.
Very.
Nothing happened. No bull. No. It was just a
none
fair
of that
victory.
bullshit.
Square. Fair and square.
Right.
No, I just love how and we just stack the odds against Rushaan and he somehow still won. Grid, you had the internet. You had the internet.
I know, but I wanted to be honest. Like, oh god. Anyway, now what? We've talked about the Battlers. Is there anything you want to talk about? Like, what else do you want to talk about the Battlers? What do you think the future is going to be for the Battlers? I'm going to be the interviewer. I've just decided now.
I actually did post. I didn't post this on YouTube, but I did post on my Discord server. I think an announcement about the Battlers. So I'm fine.
I'll have a quick look at it because
So the first
we're on
episode
his
of the
Discord server.
hold on, wait. I'm gonna read it. So the Battlers update. So the first episode of the hit YouTube series The Battlers has been out for a little bit, and I've been doing some thinking as to what I should do to make it better. First off, there's going to be an episode where you guys on YouTube or Discord will choose topics that the two guests will have to debate over. I am open to anyone being on, so if you want to be featured on, comment or DM me. But the big announcement has to do with RushaanSBSP.
What?
Since Rushaan won, he has been crowned the Debattlers champion and holds an imaginary championship. But when you win a championship, you must also defend it.
Oh no.
So starting now, Rushaan can be challenged by anyone in or out of the server.
I forfeit. I forfeit.
And win that championship.
I'll give my championship to Ghria. So
that's not how.
Oh my god! Thank you very much.
Not everyone can try. Not everyone can just try to challenge it though. Number one contender matches, regular episodes, recognition, and even Discord server XP can play a factor into earning a shot at the title strap. Also, if you lose the championship, you can cash in for a rematch at any time. You can use it immediately
cash in, you like come up to a booth and you say, "I want to get in with like $100."
You could use it immediately, or you can wait to use it until you think the opportunity is right. I think this is a fun way to make the series unpredictable and more fun than it probably is. So that's the plan for the Battlers. If you guys have any ideas or want to be featured, leave a message in the server or DM me. Good luck to all and have a great rest of your day. If you're female, sorry that I called you a guy. Adios.
Wait, that's it? The end of the podcast?
Yes, that's the entire end of the podcast. Podcast is over.
I think you should restart and
I just read the message, Rushaan. You were not paying attention. Wow.
No, he was not.
Okay, so hold on. I do have an idea. I want to see if you guys are down for it, but I think it's cool, which could probably pad out a bunch of time. So I was gonna do this video where like a 4-parter kind of thing, but I said I can't do parts, so I might scrap it. Where I was going to review every single Nickelodeon movie that's come out.
Oh my.
So I'm thinking we can just run through them all now, and then after that we could just end the podcast because this will probably take a while.
The thing is, I haven't watched that many Nickelodeon movies.
Well, you'll be surprised about how many you've most likely seen.
I don't even have cable, so I've probably not seen much either way. But
okay, so I can carry this because I think I've seen a lot of these movies.
We should just talk about our favorite animated movies.
Ah, that would be good.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna pull up.
And then just like it's my podcast.
Hold on, wait a minute. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pull up a list, top 100 animated movies, or we'll see Well, maybe not 100 because that'll be a long time. But let's see, 50 maybe.
50.
That's a good.
25.
We should ping GeekTunes and ask him if he can come.
Oh,
This is
Already said
God's
that
his
so
sake.
many
area.
times.
This is
You've
his
already
area,
said that
though.
many times.
This is his area, though. I like how
Oh,
this is
good.
still
I feel like
recording.
you have a crush on.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
No.
I think he
Yeah.
does have a crush on
It's obviously still
Geek
recording.
Tunes myself.
We
Okay,
should
hold
just
on.
go
This
through
is
like our.
okay. Hold on. So I got a list top 40, the greatest animated movies of all time. I'm gonna go through each one, and we're just gonna give my thoughts and see if they deserve to be on the.
Right. Sorry.
Okay, so this is 1 through 40. So number 40, to put Rango.
I know.
I like it.
I like the
I like
animation to
Rango.
it. It's kind of rough, but it's still it still kind of looks realistic but cartoony at the same time. Like I actually quite like Rango a lot for what it is and what it offers. So yeah.
I love Rango. This is maybe my favorite Johnny Depp movie, which is not saying much, but whatever. Yeah, I love the animation. I love the style of it. The like theme of the whole movie. I like the characters a little bit. The character designs is a little weird, but like there's a lot of heart to it. I don't know. It's very funny. I like it a lot. Rushaan, what do you think of Rango?
Never watched it.
Never watched
Really?
it? Okay.
I have no comment on it.
You should watch
personally-
Rango one day.
So personally, I would probably give it like an A. I really enjoy it.
Let's go by numbers with how I rate stuff, but
Yeah, you can go by number. I usually do like glider grades.
I'd say 7.5.
Okay.
Do you
For some
remember Battleheads on like the 7.7?
Okay, for some reason, I don't know why, but for every single title that shows, they show like a picture for it, but every single picture so far has just been Jack Skellington and like a couple people from. I really don't even know what this is anymore. You know what? Let me just stop talking. This looks like a scene from Nightmare Before Christmas for some reason. I don't know what's going on. Okay, 39. They put Coraline.
Coraline. That is actually a really well done movie.
Yeah, I like it.
It's really creepy how aesthetic it is, but it's still, it's when I was young, when I first watched it, it sent shivers down my spine. Like, not much movies can do that to me.
Yeah, I like it. It's like I feel like it's like a horror movie for beginners. That's how I usually like describe it.
Yeah.
Animation's really fluid. Characters are good. Story is good. The songs are good. It's just like it's a very well made movie.
Definitely.
I'll give it maybe an A-. I don't like it as much as Rango, but it is a pretty good movie. And Rushaan, do you have any thoughts, or have you not seen it?
It's a pretty good movie, actually.
You saw it,
like
right?
A pretty I like the art style a lot. I think that's like what I like about it. And yeah,
the art style is really well done.
It's a pretty solid movie. I have nothing much to say though.
All right,
I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
All right, Ghria, what do you rate it?
What do I rate it? A 7.
Okay. This one I'm not sure if you two have seen. I don't think I've ever seen all of it, but Charlotte's Web, 1973.
No, I've never seen that movie.
That's the cartoon one.
Never watched it.
No.
Yeah, I haven't seen all of it. So like I haven't seen it in a super long time, so I wouldn't be able to talk about that one. That was 38 though. 37, which this one I haven't seen. Grave of the Fireflies.
Oh, that is on my watch list. That is something I really like to watch. I wish I saw it sooner though, because I would have loved to talk about it, because it is my kind of movie. How I've heard it's really dark and emotional, but it's like, it's really brutal as well.
Yeah, I've never watched it, so I have nothing to say. It looks interesting though.
Yeah, we could do a watch party about
Brave of the
Fireflies. Yeah, that's what it's called.
Oh, so it's an adult-only animated movie.
Sorry.
Interesting.
It's like a war movie for. It's like an animated war movie. That's cool.
Hmm.
Let's see. Wow, this is low. 36 up.
Up. Well, the first 10 minutes of it is a masterpiece, and the rest of the
Yeah.
movie's like okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's exactly how I feel. I feel like the first 10 minutes like just really overshadowed the rest of the movie.
Like they have potential for the rest of the movie to be so good, but they put all of their effort into the quality of the first 10 minutes. It's just
like I'm not
can't get through the rest of the movie after that.
I'm not saying the movie is bad or like everything after the beginning is bad, but the if you go up to somebody and you just ask them like what's your favorite Pixar movie, and they say Up, I was like, oh, why? Because of the first 10 minutes. I don't really feel like anyone else is gonna say like, oh, I really like the characters or whatever. Just everyone knows the first 10 minutes of Up.
The
And I feel
dog
like it just overshadows the rest of it.
I tell you what, the dog character in it is.
The dog's great.
Oh, I love him. That's what I can say about it.
Rushaan, you wanted to say something, it sounded like.
It's honestly like I actually really like this movie. The music is like amazing, and like I listen to a lot of like piano covers of like some of the soundtracks. And I think that's like one of my favorite parts of the movie. While I do agree with both of you saying like that the first 10 minutes does kind of overshadow the entire movie, but I still think it's a pretty solid movie. So yeah.
For me, I would probably give it probably like a B, I'd say. It's one of the better Pixar ones for sure.
Oh, definitely. What would I give it? I'd have to say 7 out of 10 again. It's just because it is a decent movie, but it's only the first 10 minutes, which is like a really well done masterpiece, and it's just a movie after that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
Okay. So all of us were in like the same range.
Yeah, same
there.
range.
35 Fantastic Planet. I've never seen that.
Me neither. What the hell? I've never even heard of that movie. Fantastic Planet.
It looks like it's an alien movie. It looks like an alien movie. I don't know.
It looks creepy.
34. I'm gonna pronounce this wrong. The Secret of Nem.
Never heard of it.
Folds a commentary on the evils of animal experimentation.
I've heard of it.
I've never seen that.
Oh, no.
30. Wow.
No.
33 Monster House. I'm surprised.
Monster House, really?
Ooh, I have a lot to say about this movie.
I like it. I like it. The animation it's good
rough.
back then. It was good back then. I don't think it's aged the best though. The animation, like obviously, like, the character designs, like everything that has to do with the house is great. Just the characters don't look the best. And the art style is not the greatest, but it's a pretty funny movie. Like the introduction, I always laugh at. It's a good family movie. It's like a good like family horror movie. I'll probably give it like a B. There's a few problems with it, but overall it's a very entertaining movie.
What about you? I think Rushaan said he did have a lot to say about it, so
let's go to Rushaan.
Yeah, this is actually like one of my favorite anime movies. Like I watched this movie like a lot, and I just really love it. The story is pretty good. I think all the characters are like really interesting, and they kind of the humor is great. Yeah, the art style is kind of weird, but like I still like really love this movie. It's one of my favorites. So I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite animated movies.
All right, Ghria, do you have anything to say?
Not really much else. give it a bit more of a 6. I don't really have a love for it, so I'm going to say a bit more of a 6.5 out of 10. But that's just really all I have to say.
All right. 32 Frozen.
Frozen. What should we say about this?
Okay, I'll go first on this one. Movie
ahead.
itself, if we look at the movie itself, it's actually not too bad. Like,
no, it's like
the characters,
it's not a bad movie.
like the two main characters are Elsa and Anna. They're really good. Like, they're very good leads. Olaf is a good sidekick. We don't talk about any of the other characters at all. Olaf, Anna, and Elsa, they make the movie, definitely.
Yeah. Don't forget about
music,
Sven. Yeah, don't forget about Sven.
Yeah,
animation. I forgot what it is.
Animation's really good. Animation
Yeah.
is very good.
For a Disney film, it definitely is.
The music, it's overplayed to the max, but there's some good songs in it. There's some it's not bad songs, they're just played a lot because the movie's so popular. So art style's good. The mains are good. Besides, the guy characters are just bad. The guy characters they're just bad. They're just very cliched. They're just very cliched. But the female lead's great. Olaf is a good sidekick. Art style's good. Animation's well done. It's a good movie to look at. The story is good. Maybe like a B also.
Yeah, for Frozen, I give it a bit more of a, like what I gave for Monster House, which was 6.5 out of 10, because the animation is spectacular. Elsa and Anna and Olaf, they're pretty good characters. Some of the songs are pretty good as well. And that's all I can say about it. The rest of the movie is not that good.
Yeah.
What about you, Rushaan?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of Frozen, if I'm to be honest. I get why a lot of people kind of like this movie. But it just never really was. I don't know. I just never really liked it, to be honest. I mean, it's not a bad movie, but it's not good in my opinion. I think it's just mediocre, so I just give it a 6 out of 10.
All right.
Yeah.
31. Monsters Inc.
Oh, Monsters Inc.
I haven't seen this, even though I put it on the elimination game, which everyone should do. I haven't actually seen it in a very long time. So,
what are you doing with your life? Mike Wazowski is a slave bitch. You should watch it just for Mike. But Monsters Inc. I like the imagination in it. It's you get to go into this world where monsters are collecting energy from kids from their screams because they're monsters that you scare them to power their world. And I think that is actually quite a unique premise for a film, and I like how they played it in. And especially what they explore the universe. I like Monsters Inc. a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like one of my favorite Pixar films. I really love this movie.
And also the characters are oh my god.
I
still think that
I won't be able to rate it, but I think it's a good movie. I haven't seen it in a while, but from what I remember, it's a pretty good movie.
Yeah, I give it an 8 personally. Like, I love it a lot for how it's made and how I love Monsters Inc. a lot for how imaginative it is.
Yeah, I'd give it like an 8.5. It's a pretty solid Pixar movie.
All right. 30. 30 is Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph.
I'll take this one.
I've not watched it in ages.
I've rewatched this movie over and over because it's always on for some reason. I really like the story is a good one. The characters are great. I like the style of the movie, putting all these video game characters into like an animated picture, giving them all their moment to shine. Definitely better than Pixels. We don't talk about Pixels.
Pixels can go piss off into a...
But it's gonna be
I
on
don't
the
know,
list, though.
just
what are you saying?
go away!
It's gonna be on the list.
Oh wow!
Wait, what?
You know what the worst thing about it is that I saw
Pixels is gonna be on the
Pixels
list.
in cinemas with
Oh,
my
Pixels.
grandma.
Pixels is the best animated movie of all time.
No, I'm not even. I'm not even joking. I saw Pixels in cinemas with my grandma.
Oh, wait a minute.
My
Hold on. Wait.
grandma.
I just realized. Can I just say something? I just realized since we're doing animated movies, what if The Lion King 2019 is on here?
Oh, this list should get
We
deleted.
are going to destroy this list.
To be honest, I haven't watched The Lion King 29
Don't.
remake, so like I don't know what to
Don't.
really say about it.
Don't. Like,
Right, anyways.
like my poor experience with Cats, just don't do it.
Cats. Okay. Anyways, back to Wreck-It Ralph. Good movie, good characters. The action in it's pretty fun. It's a good family movie. Vanellope is so innocent yet so it's so good. Felix is good. Ralph is a good character. He has a good character arc. The video games that they show and the parodies and like everything that they like, oh, if you leave your game then you're gonna die immediately. That's a good twist. Just a lot of the Easter eggs, very good for gamers. Just a very good family movie. I'll probably give it B+.
B+.
Yeah, I agree.
Also,
Yeah,
also another movie that was on Debattlers.
Oh yeah. Wait, what?
They got eliminated so quickly though.
Oh, okay. I thought you're talking about the elimination game.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I said Debattlers, I know.
I was like, wait, what? But yeah, this is actually a pretty solid movie. I actually really liked it. Hopefully the sequel is not on this list. We'll talk about that if it comes. But yeah, I think it's a good movie for gamers, and yeah, I'd give it like a 7.5 out of 10.
I've not watched it in ages, but from what I remember, I've got a couple of memories about it. I do like what Ninja said. I do like how it's set up with you know, they're in this pretty much, you know, they're all in this one arcade and no, not one arcade. Yeah, it is called an arcade. Maybe like the actual building where all the kids. I'm too tired for this. Anyway, they all these arcade machines, they all go into one PowerPoint, and that's interesting. I love that a lot, by the way. I don't know why that's a specific tell. Oh god, we can just cut this, even though you're probably not going to. We can.
Oh, I'm not cutting this.
Oh great!
This is staying in. All right.
Right, I'm. Oh dear. Right. I give it a 7 out of 10.
I just love how I love how Bowser showed up and like the mushroom showed up for Mario, but Mario didn't even show up. even Sonic showed up and Mario didn't. Not even in the sequel, I don't think. Well, that was internet themed, but like whatever.
Yeah.
All right. 29, The Incredibles.
Oh, The Incredibles is a fantastic movie.
I love this movie. I love it.
I don't want to explain why it's so good because it's already been said. Like, and it's also because I'm too tired to process why it's so good. It is that good of a movie, but still, Incredibles. The Incredibles is a fantastic movie that always. I love the details in it. I don't know what details I'm going to bring up, but I'll see the details in it. I don't know. I keep on saying the premise, but the story about a family superhero that can come up to so many comedic moments, and I love how they utilize it, especially with like the script. The script is fantastic, by the way. The animation is pretty good for its time. It might not have aged as well because it feels a little bit. I don't know how to describe it. I don't think it's aged as well as other Pixar movies, but it still looks good. But that's all I can pretty much say. I give it a good 8.5 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna make a video about this movie, so I don't want to say too much. I'm not gonna even grade it now because I'm probably gonna grade it in a video. But yeah, I love this movie. It's probably my favorite Pixar movie. Like I love this movie to death. The characters are great. Uh, the villain is incredible. No pun intended. It's just it's a very. I didn't even realize what I was saying. I just decided to say the villain isn't fantastic. Um, I'm definitely gonna make a video on this movie, so I'm not gonna grade it. I'm not gonna say any more. Just I love it. So Rushaan,
Nice.
Yeah, this is like one of my favorite Pixar movies. I watched it like so many times. It's just a really good family movie, I feel like, you know? And it's just I love like all the action scenes, the characters are great, and the music is incredible. And yeah, I'd give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. It's like my second favorite Pixar movie.
all right. Hopefully your first is on here.
Hopefully.
Don't say what it is. Don't say what it is.
Yeah, I won't say it.
Okay, Rushaan, you're gonna lead this next one because
Alright.
you've been talking last all these times. Hopefully it's a good movie. Oh, okay, perfect. 28. The SpongeBob SquarePants movie.
Okay, so yeah, this is a pretty good movie. I think this movie really like it was a love letter to the SpongeBob fans. I mean, seeing SpongeBob in the theaters is like a dream come true. Um, and I just really love this movie. Definitely better than the second one in my
Yeah.
opinion. Um, but yeah, like it was really fun. It was a really fun adventure. David Hasselhoff is like the greatest like thing to ever exist, and I just love this movie a lot. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna make a future review of it, so I won't say too much, but yeah, it's a pretty solid movie. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. It's a good
Yeah,
movie.
I'll go next. Very good movie. It definitely follows like it's everything you love about the show around this time was like pretty much gift wrapped and given to you in this movie. They didn't really change a lot. They didn't change the characters at all. I don't think. I don't know. Uh, um, SpongeBob and Patrick's adventures are great. Um, Goofy Goober Rock is a goddamn amazing.
It's amazing, yeah.
Now that we're men is great. Uh, Plankton is great here. All the characters pretty much are great here. I think is this the only time Mindy was in an episode, or was she in another one?
I believe this is the only time. I think maybe
Oh
she
wait,
might have been in.
was she in Clash of Titan? The Clash of
I don't.
Triton or whatever it was?
I don't.
Yeah, look.
The one Neptune's son? I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't watched the episode in a while. So maybe she
But
is.
she hasn't really been a main focus since
Yeah.
the movie.
Oh,
But
that episode sucked. Anyway.
uh, she might have been a side character. We don't know. But again, great movie. This is basically like for people that grew up with SpongeBob. This has to be like one of their like a classics that they like always had on, like one of those nostalgic movies that they went to the theaters, saw for the first time. We're just like, this is going to be the next big thing, and then after this movie, just everything went downhill.
Yeah.
But again, great Nickelodeon movie, great animated movie. One of the better like show movies, I think, or not show movies, but like one of the better
without
like
a doubt.
Adaptations
Yeah.
of like yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
Definitely, I would probably give it like an A minus. There are like a couple of problems in my opinion. Like the pacing, I think, is a little bit off, but
Yeah.
I really like it.
Yeah.
And it definitely is like, and also near the middle, it is a little bit slow.
Mm.
Oh, I forgot to mention, the what's it called? The bar scene is one of my absolute favorite scenes in an animated movie. Where they're in the bathroom, when they're in the bathroom, they're all bubble blowing babies will be senseless.
Goofy goobers, yeah.
It's one of my absolute favorite animated scenes ever. I love it.
Actually, one thing I forgot to say. So you know how you said like basically went downhill after this movie. One thing I think this was like I think they should have ended the series there. You know, like I think that was a perfect ending. Of course,
Mhm.
Nickelodeon. being Nickelodeon,
Well, to
decided
be
to keep
fair,
going. Yeah.
then you wouldn't have gotten It's a SpongeBob Christmas.
I guess so, but like I just feel like looking back at a series, if it ended that way, I think everyone would just say it's like one of the greatest cartoons ever because it didn't have a downfall. I feel like
Oh my god! Wait, I didn't even realize we wouldn't even have gotten Gary Come Home.
That's
No.
true. Season 4 is good. I love season 4.
Yeah, I really want to include season 4 in like the like season 1 through 3 for like best seasons.
I agree.
Like
I love
season
that
4
season.
is actually a really good season.
Really, really good.
Cause wait,
I think season 4. Oh, no.
wait, isn't
season 4 to
Krusty
me
Tower
just
season 4?
feels a little bit.
Krusty Towers is season 4.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, and that's
That's
like
one of the
one of the
greatest
absolute
episodes
best
ever.
episodes of all time.
Dungeons
Yeah.
and Dragons is in that episode too, in
Yeah.
that season.
And I even like Fear of Krabby Patty.
Yeah, that was a good episode too. I like that episode.
It's one of my like. The animation is a little weird though.
Really?
Ghria, what are your
Animation was
thoughts
bad?
on the SpongeBob movie?
You were going off topic.
Yeah. Well,
Anyway,
we kind of
what's
did stay on
next?
topic because it's SpongeBob.
But yeah, I guess so.
What's next?
What?
What's next? Stop talking. 27. I haven't seen this movie in a while.
Yes, boy, shut up.
What is the movie?
I haven't seen this one in a while. 27 is Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, yes.
I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this movie in a very long time.
Movie ever made.
I haven't seen this movie in a very long time, so I
Have
won't be
you
able
not?
to.
Well,
Okay.
Wait, have I even seen this movie before? I don't even know.
I previously mentioned before that
Rushaan, you can lead this one.
Yeah, my favorite Pixar movie has yet to be, seen in this list. But yes, Ratatouille is my favorite Pixar movie for a lot of reasons. This movie is it's just so unique, I feel like, like when we saw this movie, it's just so different, and I don't know, I love the music. That's always something that I think Pixar does like a really good job on, is just the music. And the soundtrack in Ratatouille is just some of the greatest music like they've ever composed. The story is amazing. Characters we get some development, and like I think the characters are really, really interesting to watch, and the setting is fantastic. The pacing is, in my opinion, was pretty good. We get to like some scenes were kind of slow because we want to understand the characters a bit more, but there are other scenes that are a bit faster because it may have been in the context of whatever was going to happen. But yeah, this is like one of my favorite anime movies of all time. I'd give it a 10 out of 10.
All right, Ghria.
Well, it's also my favorite Pixar movie ever created as well, because like what Rushaan said, everything about it is so amazing and so unique to watch, and it's nothing like what you would see from Disney or Pixar.
Right.
Like, I think this was a one-time treat from Pixar as well, because I've not seen a movie like Ratatouille in ages, and I don't think there will be for a while.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I love it. Is because it's, you'll never know when you'll get this type of movie from Disney again, and such a treat. That's all I can say.
It's a good movie.
It doesn't feel like a children's movie either. It feels, something that adults would watch and just marvel at with how, interesting it is. Like, it just doesn't feel like a kid's movie to me. That's all I can say. Rushaan said the rest for me, so, yeah. I'm going to give it a good 9 out of 10. It's a fantastically well-made movie. Oh, what are you giggling at now?
No, I just love how you said it's my absolute favorite, and then you give it a 9 out of 10.
By quality.
No, that's just. I love it. So 26, Bambi. I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it in a while.
I've not watched it since in like 10 years. Like I remember watching it when I was 5.
Wait,
It's
I don't think I've ever
traumatized.
seen it. All I know is the beginning. That's all I know.
Yeah,
That's really
because
it.
it's a dark, like it's really dark for a Disney film, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a pretty dark movie.
I've not seen like I've not seen Bambi since I was 5, so 10 years ago I've seen Bambi. I do not remember a thing about it, so I can't really comment about it. Rushaan?
Yeah, I haven't seen this movie, so
All right.
I can't say anything.
All right.
Right.
So we'll move on. 25. Really? 25. South Park, bigger, longer, uncut.
I've not seen that one because I don't watch South Park. That's all I can say.
Yeah, me either.
Yeah,
I haven't
same.
watched South Park, so.
Same.
I've only watched one episode of South Park, and it was it was so hilarious. It was about I'm sorry, like it's South Park. It is going to be offensive, but I'm just sorry for the younger viewers. You might want to block your ears for about 30 seconds because what I'm going to say is something you should not hear.
You've already been cursing this whole podcast, so it doesn't even matter.
Oh, but Alien, it doesn't matter. That makes me sound racist, but oh come on. Anyway, so it's about it's the episode of South Park where they try and change definition of faggot from gay people to Harley riders who are unnecessarily loud.
What?
I'm not even joking. That was the entire the story of the episode where a bunch of really loud Harley motorcycles were going through town, and I can't remember the names of the main characters because I only watched it like a couple of weeks ago and I've not watched that episode of South Park since. But they were like planning to like get rid of them out of town, and I don't want to explain the rest because I just don't want. Not want those words coming out of my mouth.
Let's move on. Move on.
Yeah, I just
Move on.
won't.
This is
So
getting out of hand. This is getting out of
yeah,
hand.
Rushaan, I'm sorry you had to mute yourself for like a couple seconds, but I assume it's me. Anyway.
No, I just have to take care of something real quick.
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna move on. 24. I haven't seen this one in a while. Again. The Adventures of Tintin.
I watched that when I was 11. I still remember how much of an
I will say that
I've watched it once. And
the animation is good. I've seen like the poster and all that kind of stuff. The animation's great. It looks good. I haven't seen the movie, but it looks good.
Yes, you should watch it. It's such a pretty movie. What I remember about The Adventures of Tintin, the actual movie, is that it feels, I don't know how to describe it. It just felt like such a heroic movie. That's all I can say about it because I was 11 and it's been a little while since I last saw it. So yeah, I had a really good time when I watched it. That's all I can remember.
Alright, we're gonna move on.
Yeah. Actually, have you watched it before we move on? Come on.
No, I never watched it.
That's my recommendation for you: The Adventures of Tintin movie. Spectacular animation, and I can't remember too much, but yeah, it's great.
All right. 23. Mulan.
Right.
I'll lead this one. I'll actually lead this one.
All right.
I highly enjoyed this movie. It's a great shift from what Disney and like back then what they usually did. It's a good idea to like look at this kind of stuff because it is I love the concept of it. One of my favorite Disney scenes of all time is in this movie where everyone's like singing. Well, I will say though, the songs in Mulan are great.
Yes. Just wow. That's all I can say.
The Reflection is amazing. I'll Make a Man Out of You, amazing. The only song that I don't like is it's the credits song, which I forgot what it's called. I think it's I think it's a Stevie Wonder song, but I'm not entirely sure. Just I don't think it really
Wonder.
fits with the. I don't think it fits with the rest of the movie. That's my thing.
How do you ever get Stevie Wonder?
I just this whole movie. It's like Have you ever seen Batman Mask of the Phantasm or something like that?
No.
I
Okay,
love that
but
that movie.
yeah, it's like this dark, like suspenseful, like incredible movie, and then like the credit song is like a romantic ballad. Like
Yeah, it's very off topic.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's like Mulan is like this like very like actually like pretty dark movie, and then all of a sudden it's just like Stevie Wonder just going like just singing. I love Stevie
please,
Wonder,
answer
but
the
like it
question.
just doesn't fit with the movie. I don't know, but I was saying my favorite Disney movie, like everyone's singing, everyone's like dancing and like walking, and they're just like like being happiness and all that kind of stuff.
Being
and then
happiness.
they're just being happiness, and then they just stop and just freeze and just shocked faces because they come across like a ravaged like village or something like that, and it's just like all these dead bodies and like blood all over the place, and that's a sign that there's like not gonna be like any more happiness or singing in this movie, and it's just gonna become like very like war oriented, and I just love that. It's perfect for a Disney movie. Like obviously it's like dark, but all the Disney movies are like, oh hey, singing in happiness and like let it go, and all of a sudden just boom, real this is reality now. This is war. Get ready. This is important now. And I just think that hits very hard. Mulan's a great character. Pretty much all the characters are good. The action's really good. The snow scene is amazing. And
Great
there's
animation on the outside scene as well.
animation's good. Just I really love Mulan. It might be one of my favorite Disney movies, honestly. I'm probably gonna give it like an A. Or A minus probably. I love it.
Right? What?
I never watched it, so don't have
Okay.
anything to say.
Get out! How have you not watched that incredible movie?
I don't know. I just haven't watched it.
I looked at the next two, and I'm pretty sure Rushaan has seen me too. The next two.
No. Okay.
What I can say about Mulan is that I don't know what to say about it. Like everything is there for it to be a good movie. It's just that the villain sucks.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much development. He's just there to go all the time, and it's just get a I don't know, a better villain and or do more development on it.
Yeah, I do agree with you on that.
Right, what's next?
Done with this. 22. Wow, this low. Toy Story 1.
Toy Story.
Rushaan, have you seen this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Do you want to lead this one?
Sure, yeah. This is like a really good movie. It was very different at the time. One of the more unique Pixar films, but I think all Pixar films are unique, to be honest. Some of them are a little, weird, but Toy Story is like one of my favorite
Cars
movies.
2.
Yeah, Cars 2. Yeah, but this movie is great. As I said, Randy Newman is amazing. Some of the soundtracks are just amazing, and the characters are great. The plot is really simple, but it's amazing, and all of the settings we're in. And I don't know, just is one of my favorite Pixar films. And I think they did a great job, and it led to 3 more films after the first one. So it's definitely successful, and yeah, I think it's one of their best movies. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah. What I can say, it's really, for a studio to make that first feature-length film, that is a really good start for for their movie studio for making such a. I think it's one of the most ambitious animated films at the time. You know, how long is the movie? I think it's like an hour and a half around
Yeah, I
there.
think so. It
And for
feels
that,
like an hour and a half.
and for that to be, that is really big for 1995. And look at where Pixar now. Brought by Disney, which may be a good or bad thing, but you get the point. And Toy Story is actually quite a good film still to this day. Not much of it has aged terribly. Like,
Mhm.
I do like the characters in it. Like, I like the imagination in it, and I think what makes Toy Story so good is that it's simple. It's easy to understand, and for a story like that, it needs to be. It doesn't need to be overcomplicated or anything like that. So, a lot of people can understand it well, and I think that's why it is good.
All right. Yeah, I really have nothing else to add. I'll just say my grade, probably like a B plus.
Yeah.
All
We'll
right.
put silence.
So 21 is the Lego Movie.
Oh, like a movie. I remember seeing that in cinemas.
All right, I'll leave this one.
Go ahead.
This is maybe top 5 animated movies for me. I love this movie. It's a very creative movie. There's a lot of Easter eggs. The characters are all great. Lego Batman is goddamn amazing. it's incredible. Wild Style is great. Emmett is a good hero. All the side characters are great. Unikitty's great. Vitruvius is good. Benny is good character. With like his one-liners are good. His like catchphrase is great. The animation is amazing. Every single thing in this movie looks like a Lego piece, which
Yeah.
I feel like must have taken so much time to do. But the reason why I love this movie is because we've seen time and time and time and time again that many movies that are based off of like popular, like the things that's popular right now, turn out to be awful. Whether it's like a person like Smosh the movie or Fred the movie trilogy, or if it's like a popular thing that's going on right now, like the Emoji movie, Playmobil the movie, just all these like products or just like very popular things at the time, just being like, oh, here's just a little cash grab for that company. But this one actually took its time. It was creative, it was unique, it was smart, witty, hilarious, fast-paced, entertaining. The story was great. Everything about this movie just worked, and even the villain was good. The villain with Vitruvius was a good villain, and so was Bad Cop is amazing. Just really good movie. I really don't have like. There's obviously like you can obviously nitpick this movie, but I don't think there's really like a glaring flaw in this movie. So I would probably give it like a probably an A. I really enjoy it.
Right. Rushaan?
Yeah, I've basically nothing to add. Ninja basically reviewed the entire movie. Yeah, this is a really good movie. It's not
Like
one of my
always.
favorites, but I think it was a solid
Hey.
movie.
Hey, this is my excuse to actually bring back 1-minute reviews. So
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's actually it's a pretty good movie. Definitely like I guess top 50 animated movies in my opinion. And I think they should have done this. Why'd they wait? I think this was like a brilliant idea. Bringing Lego, lots of people play with Lego, lots of kids, even some adults, just go back and like they remember when they used to play with Lego. I think it's just a smart idea and a good business plan. By them, and I think it's a pretty solid movie, so I'd give it like an 8 out of 10.
Also,
Huh?
I also will say, the Lego Movie video game is actually one of my favorite movie video games of all time. It's actually pretty enjoyable in my opinion. Maybe it's because I don't play that many Lego video games, but I honestly enjoy it a lot. But nothing
But,
beats Spider-Man 2.
Yes.
Nothing beats Spider-Man 2.
what I can add to the Lego movie is that you know, like what you said about it being hot at the time for the products, and how like this took us time to be a good movie. With Lego, you kind of have to make it a good movie because if it wasn't like there's been so many Lego movies in the past, like even Strider's done like a really big list. I think it's not a big list, but it's like top 3 best and worst Lego movies. Like there is a couple of Lego movies out there before the actual Lego movie existed.
I know, but I
and
think
even
this is like the first like cinema like big blockbuster one that everyone was like focusing on.
yeah,
Because I'm pretty sure
definitely.
everything else was like straight to DVD, most likely.
Mm.
And then obviously we got the Lego Batman movie and the Ninjago one, which the Ninjago one is bad.
I've had I've had
Even
mixed
the
feelings.
sequel is not that good. Like it's a good movie, just I don't think it's as good as the first one, the Lego Movie 2.
Yeah. I don't know. I did want to see it in cinemas, but I've heard it's like not done that well in box office, which I feel kind of bad for because I wanted to see more of the Lego universe. Like Lego Batman was wow. I love Lego Batman because it's my favorite one of my favorite superhero movies because of how it mocks itself so well, even though it treats itself with respect. Like it references its past like Batman, like there was even like an entire scene dedicated to just going back on like past Batman movies and series. There's even in Australia, there's a TV channel here that just shows old Batman like live action shows from the 1960s, and they're bizarre. And I'm glad that they did get to acknowledge that it does exist in the actual movie, like the actual Lego Batman movie. So yeah. Anyway, let's get back to the actual Lego movie. There's not much else I can say about it. Is that it doesn't need to be a good movie because if it's not, then how would it not? How could you imagine it being a bad movie?
Emoji movie.
Yeah. Let's just pretend it never existed.
All right, let's go on to the next one. We finally got to the top 20. I feel like this podcast is gonna be a very long one.
Oh, great! What's
20. Pinocchio. I haven't seen it.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it either. So.
All right, let's just move on from that. Speaking of Pinocchio.
Oh. Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think.
I feel like I do, but at the same time, I feel like I don't.
I've got a
19. Shrek 2.
Yeah. Oh my god.
I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it.
Watch it.
No, in a long time. I think in a very long time. Like I might
Yes,
have watched it when I was like 3.
Okay, so.
Rashaan, you gotta lead this one.
This is my favorite animated movie of all time. Shrek 2. No joke. I love this movie so much. I literally watched it yesterday.
Wow.
It's amazing. All of, like the music is great. Shrek is just like evolving as a character. There's so many different things that they did, and I think it's a perfect sequel from the first movie. And I think it is the best Shrek movie out of the 4. The story is like great. The pacing was amazing. The villain, oh my god, the villain, Fairy Godmother is like probably the best DreamWorks villain ever.
She's like the ultimate Karen, isn't she?
Yeah, she's definitely that. Yeah. But yeah, she just like this movie.
Sean's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I do know what you're talking about.
I know what a carrot is.
Yeah, I know that.
Yes,
Anyways,
so do I.
Yeah, this movie's just great. It's my favorite movie of all time. 100,000 out of 10. Okay.
Yeah, I
I don't
agree
need to
with
be in this
Rushaan.
podcast anymore. I've said what I have to say.
100,000 out of 10.
I'm
I
gonna leave
love-
now because I already said
Yeah,
what I have
Ghria,
to
I don't
say.
think there's anything to add.
I guess there is, because I want to talk about this one scene in particular that caught me off guard,
Yes.
and that was the
Yes.
when Fairy Godmother was singing I Need a Hero. That was
Yes!
that was absolute best. Oh my god. Like, everything was timed so perfectly, and it's better, and the actual song I Need a Hero is better than the original, without a doubt.
Yes,
That-
that's all I have to say.
Oh, yes! Oh my god, I love it so much. What else can I say about Shrek 2? It's so funny. Like, oh my... I cannot list... There's too many great jokes to list off in this movie, but... Wow.
I will add one thing.
What?
There's only there. I don't. For some reason, I don't remember watching the movie. All I remember was that there was like a talent show thing on the DVD.
Yes, Far Far Away Idol. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing.
And that's the only thing I remember from Shrek 2. For some reason. And it was a special feature on the DVD. So I
have that
obviously
DVD.
had the movie.
I
Don't
have the
remember watching it.
DVD. I have it downloaded on my laptop. I have a Blu-ray version.
You need to live stream it to us one day. I would love to see it
You're gonna
again.
get the collector's edition of Shrek 2.
I have everything. And,
Oh wow.
once Shrek 2 comes out, okay, then I'm getting it.
He's gonna get the Funko Pops for Shrek 2.
Yes. I'm gonna make a Shrek 2 collection video on my channel. My Shrek 2 collection.
Please invite me on for that video.
Yeah, but this movie's
That's
great.
all I
I love this
request for
movie.
you. Like, that is the perfect sequel, Shrek 2.
It
Like,
is.
Safe Brothers Productions, they made a video dedicated on why it's the best sequel ever
It
made.
is. Yeah, I love Shrifulas. It's really probably my favorite animation YouTuber.
Wait, best
Yeah.
sequel ever made? No, that's Spider-Man 2. What are you talking about?
I'm gonna have to.
To disagree.
I'm gonna have to agree.
You're gonna have to agree.
I
That
Sean,
was
we're
the
gonna go
hardest-
to the dark
That was
side.
the hardest thing Rushaan has ever said about Shrek.
I think Spider-Man 2 is like one of the best superhero films like ever. Like
Alright, let's stop talking about. Okay, 18.
How long is this
18.
video going to be?
We don't know. Okay, hopefully there's a lot of here that we don't watch. 18. Waking Life.
never watched it.
What the hell is that?
I don't know what this is.
I'm gonna
17.
Google it. In life.
Casually looping from academic profanities to. So is it like a comedy? I don't know.
I don't know.
I know I'm gonna say this wrong. I already know I'm gonna say this wrong. 17. Anna Melissa. That's what I'm gonna say.
Never watched it.
17. Like, can you please copy and paste it to me?
What the
17 and whatever you said.
Anna Melissa?
17 and
Hold on.
and
No, it's number 17. This
Ah,
is number 17. Wait. Wait. Were you really about to look up 17 and Melissa?
Anna Melissa. Oh, there we go. This film.
Hold on, I'll message you.
You honestly
Hold
thought I googled 17 and Melissa.
Oh, I'm gonna message you. I'm gonna message it.
No, I already got it down.
Oh, you got it? Okay.
Yeah, this is a film I'd love to watch. What's it?
16. The Little Mermaid. I haven't seen it.
I've not seen it in years.
The greatest animated movie to ever exist is The Little Mermaid.
All right. So what are your thoughts?
Why is that?
Nah, I never watched it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Better than Shrek 2.
No. No, nothing's
Yeah.
better than Shrek
Oh,
2.
what? This is. I thought people hated this movie. What?
What is it?
Chicken Run.
Yes,
Chicken Run is hilarious. Like,
I hate this movie so much.
why?
Okay, I don't hate it. I love the character, but that's it. That's all I have to say. Like, I just don't like this movie. I'm sorry.
I don't mind it, at least. Like, I don't know why, it's just I've got a little bit of nostalgia for it, but that's about it.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 5, to be honest. Maybe a 4.5 out of 10. Nah. Yeah, I don't.
I
like
really
it.
thought people hated this movie, like, a lot.
Yeah,
Mind it, like, I don't think I do think it's a decent film, at least. 'Cause the
Also,
animation...
hold on, wait. I remember I was watching a best animated movies from A to Z kind of thing, and this is what they put for C. Best animated movie to start with a C. So that beat Coco, that beat Coraline, that beat...
Shrek 2 with the C in front of it.
Yes.
Just Shrek. Check.
Craig.
Oh.
Craig 2.
What?
Craig 2.
Oh my god.
Craig lists the movie.
Okay.
14. Wow, I thought this would be in the top 10. 14. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
I've not seen that one, but I would love to.
Really?
Like,
What?
Haven't seen it?
What?
I
mean-
would love to watch it. Don't spoil it for me, though.
It's okay.
Okay,
it's
I'm gonna try not to spoil it.
Yeah.
Animation is amazing.
Yes.
The style, the theme, the animation, it literally feels like you are reading a comic book, and it's amazing.
Yes.
The characters are good. There's some good side characters. It's a very funny movie. The villain is good. I'm not going to spoil who the villain is or whatever. Just the villain's a great villain. All the characters are hilarious. The story, whatever, it's great. The voice acting's great. The hero theme or whatever, very good. Like it's one of the best. I think it's one of the best animated movies, definitely, because it's entertaining. It makes you feel like all the emotions, especially with like the relationships that's going on with the movie, or like all the family tie-ins, the romantic tie-ins, just everything with the movie. There's some good shockers. There's some good heartfelt moments, some good emotional moments. Just there's a lot of very great very little scenes and some big shocking reveals that all work. It's a great movie.
I cannot. How you summed it up to me is great. I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah. I've literally nothing else to say. Like that. It's a really good movie. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Definitely.
I'm probably gonna give it an A. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
I think I actually reviewed it on my channel when it originally came out, but I don't know.
I made a review, but it never came out.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. 13. Again, I have no idea what this is. My Neighbor Totoro.
Yes.
Oh my god. Have you, Rushaan? You better have seen this one.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
Have you, Ghria?
I have. I've seen it recently. I do think it's Studio Ghibli's one of their better films, but what I like about it is that it's so like it is something like Toy Story, but it's not at the same time, where it's just it can be for little children and your little children can understand it, but it's just so adorable. I love how I wouldn't say it's slowly paced, but how it's paced is really genius. The characters are adorable. What else? I don't particularly like the ending. I won't spoil anything, but that's all I can say is that I don't particularly like the ending. But that's just subjective. But yeah, I think it's actually quite, for what it is, it's actually quite a really good film. Yeah, that's what I can say about it. I'm guessing you've not seen it, Ninja?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, what a shame.
I've only seen 2 Studio Ghibli films, so hopefully both of them are on here.
Yep. What's next?
Wow, really? 12, Inside Out.
Inside Out.
Great
Okay.
movie.
I thought it would have been just that little bit lower, but
It's a good movie. It's a good movie. I just don't think it's that great. Like it's a good movie. The animation's good. Like the concept of it is
I love the concept.
it's very creative and very unique. Just I don't know. I haven't seen it in a while, so I'm just trying to go from the top of my head here, which haha pun. I just
Stop.
I just don't remember a lot about it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
dear.
this movie's like really bad. Honestly, one of the worst Pixar movies I've ever seen in my entire life. Probably
Oh,
one of the
wow.
worst anime movies I've ever seen.
And Rushaan from this Discord server, or
I'm just kidding. No, this is a really good movie. I watched it in the theaters, and yeah, it's a really unique premise. Definitely not like the best, like some of their best works. Like, I think this is like an average Pixar film, in my opinion. It's good, but I feel like there's so many movies that are better. Toy Story, Ratatouille, Wall-E, and all like those movies, Incredibles. But this is a pretty good movie. I would give it a 7 out of 10.
All right.
really
Pretty
great
agreeable.
movie, but it's a 7.
Average.
Average. What do I think about it?
Ghria, don't even speak. You said like Ratatouille is one of your absolute favorites, and you put it at 9.
Yes, because I don't pick favoritism over quality. Anyway, what do I say about
Oh, but
what
I
were
know.
the
Oh
movie
wait,
we're
I think I
talking
have.
about here?
I
Inside Out.
I feel like oh wait, never mind. I don't even know what I'm gonna say.
You forgot. Anyway, what I was going to say about Inside Out is that it's a good movie. I love the premise of it. I love the animation to it. It feels really vibrant for what the movie is, and it's got a great style to it. It's like, I like it. I like the creativity to it is fantastic. I love how they thought about the characters in Riley's mind, how everything works. So cool. Like, there are some really, really obvious plot holes in the movie. Like, why can't they? Why can't Joy go up the tube, like up the memory tube where they shoot up the memory bulbs, just up there to get back up to the headquarters?
Mm.
Like, that's obviously movie over. Like, that's. Oh, God. Anyway, that's just my fault because it's just instead of like trying to go through all this crap to trying to get back up there. Anyway, that's what I've got to say about Inside Out. So I give it. I've not been giving scores for every movie. I'm going to give this movie a score of 7.5.
All right. 11. Toy Story 3.
Toy Story 3. That is. I think it's definitely one of Pixar's better. I'm not particularly fond of Toy Story 3, but I do like
I like it a lot.
You can lead it for this one, Ninja, or if Rushaan wants to lead as well. Or...
Actually, Rushaan, do you want to lead it?
Sure.
Okay, Toy Story 3.
Yeah, this movie's like probably the best Toy Story movie.
Yeah, I think so.
But
In my
it's
opinion,
actually
at
not
least. In my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's the best in terms of like quality, story, and everything else, characters and stuff. But it's actually not my favorite Toy Story movie. But this movie, when I watched it, it was just such an emotional, like the ending especially was just one of the saddest scenes ever. But also, you just like, it feels like a really solid ending to the Toy Story franchise. But I really like this movie. The bad guy was actually really good. I actually really liked. What was his name? Lotso? Was that? I don't know.
Yeah, Lotso.
Yeah.
I just call him Purple Bear.
Yeah, let's just call him Purple Bear.
Purple Daddy, let's go.
Purple Daddy is a really good, really good villain. Yeah, but
Colorful Ted is a good villain.
That's just
like-
call it Purple Daddy.
No,
Yeah, but-
Colorful Ted is a good villain.
but yeah, this is easily one of the best Pixar films. It is, in my opinion, the best Toy Story film. I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Purple Daddy. You guys suck. Yeah, a great movie. Animation's good. I forgot what it's called. I guess
Daycare?
the trash chute scene.
Oh
Whatever.
yeah.
That scene is dark.
Oh,
Oh my
Jesus.
god!
Sinister.
They're literally implying that toys are about to die. It's
That's
dark
what I
as
love
heck.
about the movie.
Holding
And
hands
also
and-
the
Oh,
ending is
it's
iconic.
Oh, more.
It's not like they made another movie after it, right?
Yeah, Toy Story 4
Wow.
is a good movie, and obviously it ended like Woody's story and all that. But I really feel like they should have ended it at 3.
Yeah,
Honestly,
same.
I
I feel like I will always stand by that. 'cause
I'm not
3 is
saying
just
Toy Story
a
4, but
There is no better ending than 3. I'm sorry. Like 4 is obviously like a great ending and all that kind of stuff, and it ends like a great story.
But it wasn't needed.
But
wasn't,
yeah,
like,
it's
you
a
didn't need
great
it.
movie. In my opinion, it's unnecessary.
I agree. I just feel like Toy Story 4, it might be my favorite Toy Story movie though. That's the thing. I really like the theme
Yeah.
of it. But
Yeah,
that's not-
it's a fantastic movie, but I don't
Right.
feel like
the ending, yeah. That movie was unnecessary to begin with, if you really think about it.
okay, but
Why do
I feel like we all got our
Story
thoughts out
4?
about 3, so
Yeah.
yeah.
okay. So finally we're at the top
10.
10.
I can,
Finally.
Only
I can
top
finally
10?
cut
Oh my
it.
god.
It's
And then after
4:30
this
in the
podcast
morning,
is
and how long
over.
have we been recording for?
We should
Jesus
skyrocket
Christ.
through these.
Okay. So 10. World of Tomorrow. Never seen it.
Never
Never
seen it.
seen that.
All right. 9. Street of
No.
Crocodiles. I don't know what that is.
Never seen it.
I've heard about 9. I've heard it's a really, really dark film, but that's all I've heard about it. Next. Next.
Oh no. God dang it. We're gonna have to talk about this one. 8. The Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. Ooh.
Hold on. Let's just. Do you think this is a Christmas movie or a Halloween movie?
Both? Why can't it be both?
I think.
feel like it's more Halloween than Christmas.
I think it's a Thanksgiving movie.
What? What?
because it's literally mixed with Halloween and Christmas, and it's right in between the two, and that's Thanksgiving.
I love your logic, mate. Like.
Yes. But looking at this movie, just in general, good movie, very good movie.
It's a good movie, but I think it's overrated. But
I like the stop motion a lot.
Yeah. I'd give it like an 8 or 7.5.
Yeah, I'd probably give it like a B.
like I'd give it more of, I don't know, I'm not that fond of Before Christmas, and I also think it's a little bit overrated, but it doesn't mean it's bad. It's just I think there's a little bit too much hype around it, but you know, it's just my opinion.
Mhm.
So, the
Alright.
next one.
Next one. 7. Your Name.
Oh,
Never heard of it.
you've not heard?
This is
That's my
Studio
favorite
Ghibli, right?
animated film ever made. No, it's
This
not.
is-
It's a Makoto Shinkai film.
Oh, I thought this was Studio Ghibli for some. I haven't
No.
seen it.
Um,
I've gotten
you'll
I've gotten recommended a few times to see it.
watch it. You won't. I wouldn't. Like there really are a couple flaws in there, but other than that, it's a gorgeous movie. The animation, the story, I wouldn't say really the characters, but like the story and the animation, I think is exceptional. Like, especially with how it's played out. You know, I don't want to explain it to you because going into it, knowing nothing is absolutely satisfying. So I don't think I'll explain it to you, but it's got an exceptional story and animation. Voice acting is pretty good. I recommend you watch it in subtitle version for Japanese because I think it's just better with the dialogue. The music as well as wow, I love the soundtracks of Your Name. And it's I don't know, I can't really explain why it's my favorite animated film ever made, but that's all I can say about Your Name. I don't want to go into detail.
All right, so let's just stop there. Let's just stop there, so we don't go too in depth. Wait, Rushaan, have you seen it?
No, he hasn't.
Oh, he's muted.
I haven't.
Oh, okay. Okay. Number 6, Wall-E.
Really? That high?
I hear
Wow.
this from Rushaan.
This is one of my favorite Pixar films. Probably third place. For me. I think Ratatouille would be number 1. Toy Story. No, The Incredibles is number 2, and then this movie is number 3. But yeah, this is like one of the best films. I really love this movie. Very unique. And I just love Wall-E as a character. You know, he's so innocent at times, and I don't know. I really love the uniqueness of this film. We've never seen anything like this in Pixar. Definitely one of my favorites. I'd probably give it like a 9.5 out of 10. There are a few flaws that doesn't allow it to be a 10 out of 10, but yeah, definitely 9.5.
All right.
Well,
I haven't seen this one in like 3-4 years, so I can't.
I've not seen it in a while, but I remember it really well. I do like how it's a pretty movie. Like the first half of it is great. The second half not really that great, but it still is a good movie. But it's not like Up. Like the first 10 minutes is absolutely amazing, but the rest is overshadowed and not that great. But you know, it still is a consistent movie for the most part. Like I do enjoy the premise. I do enjoy the characters, especially like what they get up to, and you know, Pixar is really good when it comes to exploring imagination and bringing it onto the screen in such a vivid and imaginative way. But that's all I can really say about Wall-E. Yeah.
All right. So move ahead.
Yeah.
All right, 5. I don't know what this is. Duck-a-Muck. I don't know what that is.
One of my favorite movies of all time.
All right,
Just kidding.
Rushaan.
I don't know what it is.
Is it like a Looney Tunes one, or
It just says Duck-a-Muck. I don't know what it is.
is it like I think it is like a part of the Looney Tunes collection.
The only Looney Tunes movie I know is Space Jam, and that's not on here, so we're gonna move on.
Oh God!
Wow, this is wow.
What?
4 is Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs.
Never watched it.
I
mean, the
never
dwarves
seen
are
it
amazing. The dwarves are fantastic.
Maybe we can take it away, Ninja.
I just haven't seen the movie in a very long time, but I will say I remember the dwarves. The dwarves are, in my opinion, the best like side character like group there is in any movie. And what I mean like that is like the Minions in Despicable Me, or like the Oompa Loompas and Willy Wonka, like something like that. Like those people are like the side characters, but like it's a big bundle of people. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the dwarves are like the best in that kind of like character area.
Right.
But I haven't seen the movie in a while. I just remember the dwarves without a doubt.
I've not ever seen it, so
All right, so
No
move on.
comment.
We're at the
Top
top
three.
three. So number 3, Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Yes, that is a film and a half. That's wow. Well, Fantastic Mr. Fox. A lot. Do you want me to take away or?
I haven't
never
seen
watched
it, so you can lead this one. You can.
Oh, that is wow. What I could say about Fantastic Mr. Fox is that it's got the animation to it is. I wouldn't. Some people say it's creepy, but I love it because of how much it looks like its own style, but it's still kind of familiar. Especially with the foxes and all the other animals in it. What else do I like about it? The story, like, wow, it is a really witty story, and how it moves fast is pretty good. Like, it's got amazing pace. They got really big stars in it as well, like George Clooney for Mr. Fox, and Meryl Streep for Mrs. Fox, Bill Murray for the Badger, and you've got all these big stars in, and they do a fantastic job with these voice acting jobs. I love the ending to it. It's got such a wit and so it's just smart ending. Like, wow. I don't want to spoil it because it's an amazing movie, like what I said before. But yeah, I love Fantastic Mr. Fox a lot. I recommend it. Like, wow.
All right. Number 2. I knew it would be on here. Number 2, Spirited Away.
Right. At last. So I was thinking, like, are they gonna add Spirited Away on here or not? Like, thank God.
I have gotten.
Rushaan, have you seen
the
Spirited Away?
About that,
the amount of requests that I've gotten to see this movie is insane.
yeah, I haven't watched it. I heard it's
Like,
really,
pretty much
really good,
every
though.
single person that's a fan of anime has asked me to see this movie.
That, or like, not even just a fan of anime, or just even in animation. Like, I watched Spirited Away before I was like getting a little bit into anime. Do you want me to talk about Spirited Away?
Yeah, sure.
What I can say about Spirited Away is that it's perfect. Like, I cannot find a single flaw in it at all. Like, no matter how much I look for the movie, there's nothing I can nitpick, nothing I can point out that I can say this could be better. Everything is on point and so perfect. The characters are developed beautifully. Oh, go ahead.
They didn't play All-Star in the movie, so that's one of the biggest flaws, I feel like, and that's why I didn't watch it.
You were lucky I don't have a moderator follow.
Wait, what? Rushaan, you just said Shrek 2 is your favorite animated movie.
Oh man.
What else? Anyway, back to my review.
Also, Rushaan, I see the number 1 pick, and there's gonna be a song that's better than All Star.
There's nothing better than All Star, so it's already right.
All right, you just wait and see.
Okay.
Spirited Away it's just a fantastic movie because you don't know why it's so good until you really look into the little details about it that makes it so magical. Like, there really is too much for me to talk about. I don't want to go on all day about Spirited Away and why it's amazingly, like, wow. But Spirited Away, it just is one of those films where it's just grabs you and sucks you in for a ride where you don't know what to expect, but you kind of trust it at the time. And Spirited Away, like, there's no other movie can accomplish what Spirited Away has done here. So if you haven't seen Spirited Away, then what are you doing with your life? Especially if you're a fan of animated movies or anime, just anything in general.
All right.
Now we know. All right. So, the number 1 greatest animated movie. What do you think it is?
Beauty and the Beast? Like,
I'll give you a hint. It is a Disney one.
Right.
Pixar
The
or
Lion
like
King.
Oh wow, you got it.
Right.
It's Minions.
yes. Yes. All right. Let me start by saying
I'm
that
out.
Minions.
Oh no, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
No,
Yeah, I don't
Minions
like the
sucks. I'm sorry.
Minions.
Minions sucks.
Yeah, it's not like
Number
I
one
watch it
is
every day.
obviously Cars 2. No, it's not.
It's
No,
not like
I'm
I
just
watch
kidding. Number
Minions every
one
day.
is Lion King, through and through.
Right?
Obviously,
What's
number
the Lion
one.
King?
He knows. He, he, he. Number one is the little panda fighter. That's a review for another time. Yeah, Lion King is. I mean, it's worthy of an A plus.
Oh, definitely.
Everything
It is
worked.
a good movie.
Everything worked. The opening
Everything
is
does.
the opening is, for my money, the best opening in cinema. Maybe the only thing that rivals it, in my opinion, literally in my opinion, is the opening to Casino Royale, which is amazing, which is a James Bond movie, but and also Raiders of the Lost Ark's opening is amazing. But Lion King's opening is iconic.
Yeah.
Iconic. Everyone
How long has
knows
the film
Circle of
been
Life.
around
Literally
for?
everyone knows Circle of Life.
It's
I'm
really
pretty.
impressive because the film's been around
Oh,
since
by Lion King, I mean the
1994, I believe.
original Lion King, not the 2019 one,
Yeah.
not the remake
Yeah,
or Lion King
no,
one
the
and a
uncle.
half,
He's
Oh, that's
king 1.5.
or the
Oh my
Simba
god.
one. But Mufasa's death, obviously iconic. I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone knows about it at this point. The the character arcs are amazing. The action's great. The music is fantastic. The animation's amazing. The voice acting is unbelievably perfect. Just everything about this movie works fantastically.
No,
I love it.
like that. Wow, that's all I've got to say. I wasn't expecting Rowan Atkinson to do such an amazing job with this as well. What was he playing? I think it was like the bird character. Yeah, he was playing the bird. I can't believe how much of an amazing job he did. Like, I couldn't even tell it was him at first as well. That's all I want to add. Because what is there to say about Lion King that's already been said? And I don't know anyone who hasn't seen Lion King either. Unless if
Yeah.
Rushaan's one of those weirdos.
No. This is like one of the movies that I watched like multiple times when I was a child and now. While I do disagree it being number one on this list, Shrek 2 in my opinion is in my opinion, I'm not saying The Lion King is a bad movie. I think it's actually one of the best Disney movies, but in my opinion, it's not like my number one. But yeah, it's a really good movie. Ninja Story literally said everything about it. So yeah, I think it's just a really solid movie. Really nostalgic, just going back to it, and I think it's just one of the best Disney movies, if not maybe the best Disney movie. I'd probably give it I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. Maybe a 9.5 out of 10, actually. Yeah.
Mm.
That's my quick review.
But what I would say, like, with the number one spot for what I think is the best animated film ever made would probably be Spirited Away, because I've not seen anything more perfect than it. Like, really, like, there's only very few films I can think of that is flawless. So that's what I can say can be the number one spot instead of Lion King. But I don't know. Other people can like.
Number one is Alvin and the Chipmunks: The Road Trip.
Number one is Killer Patrick. There you
go. Number one.
Number one is Ice Age: Continental Drift.
Number one is Shrek the Third.
Number one is Jaws: The Revenge.
Number one
what
is
else?
where the I'm just kidding. I was gonna say
When
that
the
movie,
what
but
comes?
we don't talk about it.
Number one is Kung Fu Panda 4.
4.
Number one is Toy Story 86.
You never know. Like, honestly, anything can happen.
Number one is Playmobil the movie.
Number 1 is the Emoji Movie.
Number one is Mars Needs Moms.
Oh, God.
Number one is Food Fight.
Oh, Food Fight. Yes.
Number one is Where the Dead. I'm just kidding.
By the what?
Where the dead go to die.
That just
One of
number
those
number
movies.
one is Norm of the North. Number one
No.
is Norm of the North.
Number one is Norm of the North 2.
I think there is one.
That's
I think there's 3 actually.
hold on.
Number one is Trollland.
Number one's
4. That's 4. No.
What is Trollland?
Number one is Trolls World Tour.
Number one is Boss Baby.
Number one is Spider-Man 3.
Number one is Arctic Dogs.
Number one is Arthur.
Number one
movie.
is Izzy's Home.
Number one is Ninja Story. Bot.
Number one is Cargo.
Number one is Rushaan. BSPS.
And number one is Wonder Park. You laughed, I win.
All right. Well, we did it.
Yeah, number one is Hoodwink 2. All right. Number one is Hoodwink 2. So thank God the podcast is over. This has been an hour and a half long podcast. So this is gonna be fun. I'm not gonna even edit this. I'm just this is not being edited. I'm just gonna make the volumes right and then just post it probably tomorrow. Okay, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Rushaan and Ghria, for making it through this whole thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been
No
hell, but I am. Oh, it's been such a pleasure to be with Rushaan here today to make it through this hell. Yeah, you know, we're holding hands right now. You can't see it, but we're holding hands, just going yes.
I'm actually holding Ninja's hand, so.
What was that, Rushaan?
I'm just
What
kidding.
was that? What?
Let's just hope that you actually, hope this file, doesn't get lost. Wink, wink
Yeah,
to someone.
Let's hope Rushaan doesn't steal the file.
What?
What?
And upload it for myself.
Yes. Okay. So
Upload Ninja's content.
And subscribe to
upload this
RushaanSBSP
podcast
for...
somehow to his channel.
Make sure
Subscribe
to
to
have
me. I make really shitty content, but you can enjoy it either way.
Follow him
yeah.
on Instagram.
Follow me. What?
Follow Ghria on Instagram.
Do not
Why?
follow me on Instagram. Do not.
Yeah, you don't follow me on Instagram either.
Follow me on Instagram.
I actually deleted Instagram as an app, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But she didn't you forgot to follow me on Instagram? It's like, oh, and he's never gonna follow me.
Follow me on
Depressing, right?
Instagram for monthly posts.
No,
Actually,
just
yearly
just follow them to Instagram.
Just
Right.
follow Instagram with the
Yeah,
Yeah,
follow
just-
Instagram itself.
Yeah,
follow Twitter
just
on
don't
Instagram.
Oh wait, just Instagram.
I post.
Yeah, guys, just follow Instagram.
All right, well, is that it?
Oh my God, wait! I just realized I'm actually following Instagram.
Are you?
Well, thanks for
I think
watching.
I am as well.
Subscribe
yeah,
to
there you go, well,
RushaanSBSP for Fortnite plays. Let's plays.
Yeah.
Really? Fortnite? Count me in then. No.
Subscribe to Phantom Strider.
Yeah, Phantom
Subscribe
Strider, he
to-
deserves it.
Subscribe to
Subscribe to
Subscribe.
Smosh.
Subscribe to Craig. Recording
What
bot
say
Craig.
me uploaded? Smosh.
Subscribe to Smoshcast.
Smosh. No, I just.
Smish. Smish.
Subscribe to Smish, everyone.
Subscribe to Smish.
Goodbye.
Well, thank you guys for
Goodbye.
watch Ghostmates. Thank you guys for watching. Who do you want to see on the podcast that I can actually get on? Leave a comment down below.
Adam tried on
And I
here.
might. We're gonna have Ghria on every single time. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for if you listen to this whole thing, you are a trooper. And I'll see you guys
See, you're a true
soon.
bird.
A trooper. A trooper.
I thought you said you're a true
I thought
bird.
like true
I am a
bird.
true bird. I am a free bird. Again, subscribe to Ghria and Rushaan.
Thank you.
Their YouTube
Fuck.
channels, Twitters, Instagrams, GoFundMe's
Not my
will be
Instagram.
in the description. These
And
two are always fun
also-
to hang out with. So, wait, what were you gonna say?
Shrek 2 is a
Shrek 2.
masterpiece.
I'm
And
also
Shrek Forever After. Thanks. Okay. We're gonna mute these guys. We're gonna mute these guys so I can actually finish the video. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Adios.